anyways, I'm going to start showing behind the scenes, like that, you know.
Yeah.
So I guess we will start with space research, and maybe we will go through every one of them. Maybe we will see, and I will try to show things, very interesting things. Okay. If I wasn't tired and stressed right now, I would have thought that if I open Premiere Pro, then the title will be seen, and I would have done something to avoid that. But unfortunately, I'm not in the mood right now. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry, guys. If I was more prepared, then I would have had the Premiere Pro already opened before the stream if I was more prepared, but I wasn't, unfortunately. And yes, this is the first step. Oh yes, I remembered. Considering you asked me, and the Analog Zone, you asked me if I had any scrapped episodes, and I didn't know how to answer, but I can actually answer, considering that I opened this. So when I started to plan the Solar Tip series in like the summer of 2021, I found the first episode to be like a general presentation of the solar system. I wanted to present. I wanted the first episode to be about the solar system, but I scrapped the idea because it was going to be a Gemini Home Entertainment ripoff, and I decided to make this instead. So yes, I have a scrapped idea, and it was the first episode. So literally the first episode was a scrapped idea. You are going to show the behind the scene to all, or just some of them? It depends, we will see. I kind of want all of them, but we will see. I want to drink some water. I have it right here, it's not a problem. I don't need to go.
Where do you get the water in Bucharest? Do you have to buy it, or do you get it like from?
I have like a filter. I can basically.
Oh.
And I put water from the. I put water from my sink and I filter it. It. If I recall.
That doesn't sound good. I'm not sure filters can do like. Filters can't work magic, you know?
I drink water like this since forever, and I'm not sick. I'm in good health. It's not a problem. If I recall, you reused that concept for the season 2 premiere. I mean, technically, but I mean, you are talking about this video, like yeah, it basically is, but it's not just about the solar system. It's about other stuff. It's more about the human colonization of the solar system. It's not a basic presentation of the solar system and that's it. It's a presentation of the colonies of the solar system. So it's a bit more complicated. The original idea was a Gemini Home Entertainment ripoff. Yeah, they taste good. I mean, it's water. Water doesn't have a
Not
taste.
in my town, okay? My town has water filtration problems, which means the water is
Okay, shall we get started with the behind the scenes? We are ready. We started the stream 60 minutes ago, so we are wasting time. Okay, so we have this scene. Let's see what I did here. Basically, I found a solar system PNG, and it was very hard to put the VR digital glitch because I will show you. I will show you. So I will just delete this. And look how it looks. Basically, it has. You can see a little bit. It has like a background. See, it doesn't look good. I had to like mask it in a way, if I remember it correctly. Yeah, see, I put a mask so you don't see that weird thing. And also you can see that it's not perfect either. And look how the VR effect is looking around here. Yeah, but fortunately you can't really see that well, considering it's analog and it's kind of blurred. Have you ever considered removing a wartime safety because you are not happy how it turned out? No, I will not remove it. Yeah, I'm not happy about that video because it was too similar with the Eventide, but it's an important video in the lore, so I can't remove it. It's important for the lore. The story behind the wartime safety is not the same from Eventide. It's just the execution that is very similar to the nuclear safety from Eventide, but the story is completely different. It has a more deeper story than you actually think. It's more deep. So yeah, how did you do that? Well, with a mask effect. Let's see. We have some glitch effects that I put for like a few frames with the offset. Let's see more interesting stuff. I don't want to show boring stuff. Also, I don't know why the audio files are red. I don't know if it's because I removed them. I have no idea. But I don't think I removed the files. That's a video from YouTube that I downloaded. Yeah, the original file for this was deleted, unfortunately. I'm sorry. It was something that I made on After Effects. This one, I think here this effect, it's more interesting because I also put a turbulent displace that makes see it kind of distort the screen, the text in this situation. You know, this effect is very used in analog horror videos. More interesting stuff are in the second half of this video. Let's see. Alright, so this sequence is very interesting. Okay, I'm still having a bit of trouble understanding exactly how wartime safety relates to everything else. Then again, it has been a while. It's a little bit connected with some stuff. I can't get into it. It's actually the first episode in the lore. So chronologically is the first video, basically, wartime safety. So that's why it's important. It's basically it's the beginning. I mean, it's not the beginning, it's not the origin of the Solar Tapes universe, but it's the first episode chronologically, wartime safety. And from that event, more stuff happens. Then I can't get into details. I don't want to spoil it, like how I spoiled the next episode. Okay. So what we have here? Okay, this sequence was very hard to make, but I actually remade this in the revised version because this animation was incredibly hard to make on Premiere Pro, and it didn't even turn up perfectly. And I remade it on After Effects because on After Effects I can animate more images at the same time. I can keyframe more files at the same time. And on Premiere I can't do that. See, I can select and more layers and then to keyframe. I can't do that. You can do each of them individually, and because of that, the sequence didn't turn out perfectly. Maybe for you guys it looks perfect, but for me, trust me, it's not. And maybe I can find the file, the After Effects recreation of this sequence, but I'm going to censor this time the screen so I don't make the same mistakes, like spoiling something. So I'm going to censor the screen. You could have just used an adjustment layer and animate that, and then all of the images would move. I don't know about that because I think if I would have done that, then I would have also animated the. Ah no, if I would have done that on the nested sequence, then yeah, technically I could have done that because it's on a transparent background. But I didn't did that because it was my first video ever made in Premiere Pro and I was stupid back then. It was the first video that I have edited with Premiere Pro, like I had no idea what I was doing back then. So let's see if I can find this. I don't know, honestly, if I will find it. If not, then I will be embarrassed. Oh, I found it. I'm so glad that I have found it. So this is the recreation of that sequence. So it's the recreation of this, but on After Effects for the revised version, and I basically animated everything. I don't know what happened with the text. I think it's because not the entire project was saved. And yeah, so we will ignore that. Not the entire file was saved, basically, and that's why the names of the moons are missing. But we at least have each picture, and I selected all of them and animated them together, and it looked perfect this time. Okay, so Arcadian Geek left us, apparently, I don't know why. I think he's going to take a bath because he told me that, so I think that's the reason. Here I should have done the same thing that I did here, but I was too lazy and I just did it like this, like without any animation, just transition. I was just lazy, honestly. One watching, damn, this stream is dead. This stream is dead. Please don't left me. Didn't realize you can do that in After Effects. Thanks for the info. You are welcome to watching. I hope we will be a few people on this stream. I genuinely hope. How many people are there? Like, I'm being honest right now. So it's you, Analog Zone, T-Peak, are you here? And David Gabor, if you are still here. I want to know. Arcadian probably left and want to come back. I don't know. Okay, so this sequence was also very interesting because so what the fuck we have here? Yeah, I did it. I nested the text and put some VCR interference noise to create this glitch animation, and I had to animate them individually. The turbulence displays, I couldn't have done that on an adjustment layer because of the VR digital glitch. I don't know why, but if I put a VR digital glitch over the turbulent displays, it does that. It does this error. It requires GPU acceleration, and I don't think there is a way to fix that. I still remember how I interfered that problem over a year ago, and I was looking for YouTube tutorials, and it was not possible. So basically, if I want to use turbulent displays, it has to be over the VR digital glitch, and if I have more layers, then I need to animate them individually. I can't do them together with like a nested thing or with an adjustment layer, because it does that glitch. Here there is a secret message. This is also a thing that I basically remade in the revised version, but here we have the original version for some reason, again because I think the file wasn't saved. Back then I didn't know how to do better effects, literally, and basically I struggled to animate this manually, and it turned very bad. Like, it doesn't look good. But for the revised version, I use like an effect. I don't remember how it was called, to be honest. Oh, wave warp. Yeah, I used wave warp, and it kind of creates like an earthquake kind of effect. And I set it so it moves up and down, so it looks much better. Yeah, that's it for this video. There's nothing really interesting, to be honest. I'm censoring the screen again so I don't make stupid mistakes. Let's go to trash sanding. All right. Alright, this time I actually have the revised version of trash sanding, so that's very good. So the video was edited in a different way, because this video is taking place in like the 70s, and I put different effects, basically. It looks different. I use some VHS green screen effect, and also some old film grain overlay instead of the other VHS that I always use for every video. The more interesting stuff are basically things that I made on After Effects, not on Premiere, like these scenes, how I animated them on After Effects. Maybe I will show you this scene in After Effects, because this is the most interesting one. So it's trash sanding clip 2, so let's go to that. I finally managed to catch a stream. I'm glad, because there are not many people on this stream, and I want as many people as possible, so I don't feel lonely. Alright, so I will show you how I did this on After Effects. It was very complicated, like I still need to remember what I did. So let's see. So we have the background. Yeah, what's this? Oh, that's the animation, actually. It's that. And let's see how I keyframe this, if I remember. But I remember how I struggled a lot to make this. So I animated this. The garbage truck if that's how you call that. And I put different mask effects because I had to animate those, and it was complicated to be honest. I put 2 mask effects because I also had to animate this part as well. So yeah, it's very complicated what I did here. So there's a mask effect for the entire image, and a mask basically so I can animate that. And then other mask effects that I use to cut that. the part of the track. I don't know how to say all of. I'm sorry. I don't know how to call this in English. I'm very sorry. Yeah. So, and I separated them on different layers. And that animation, that's an animation that I did on After Effects. That's not an effect that I found on the internet. I just made that. It's a brown solid, and I put some effects. I put hue saturation so it can look brown, and the turbulent display so you can see so it looks distorted. See, for the distortion. Then turbulent displays, this is turbulent noise, so it kind of creates like some sort of texture blur, so it looks more realistically. And hue and saturation, so it looks brown. So yeah, that's how I create this effect. It's very interesting. I personally do not like the episode's animation, as this video is supposed to take place in the 60s, yet it used PNG images instead of physical, real-world made images. I thought this to be like an animation. That was my idea, to make this like an animation, and I kind of like how it turned out. Don't worry about not knowing a word. Your English is very good, thank you. Despite the fact that the computer animation wasn't around during that time period. I know that. But it wasn't in the 60s, it was in the 70s, but I don't think it's that much of a difference. And I thought this to be like a cartoon, like a cartoon. But I guess it didn't turn that realistic, unfortunately. So yeah, that's how I made that animation. Here again is cartoony. It's simply just cartoony. I just keyframed all of that. Of course, the image with the trash can, or how you call that, I don't know. If you liked it, that's all that matters. Yeah, I liked it. I duplicated in After Effects those 2 images, so I can mask them to make to animate the garbage to look like it's going there. See? So, and I did that by duplicating and putting different mask effects. And this is the scene that I remade in the revised version. And wait a little bit. I use a plugin for the earthquake effect. I use a shake plugin for this. And the fire animation, I think that's something that I found on the internet. I don't remember. garbage falling, that's an animation that I did on After Effects. I can show that as well. And then we will go to the third episode after that. Let's see if I will find it. So it's clip 8. Yes, I used a real-life spaceship. I don't know why. I just wanted it to be real. I don't know why I did that, but I wanted to apply to the criticism, and to make the entire video basically animated. And because of that, I remade the scene to be cartoony. Because I was being criticized that it was not the entire video animation, but I can confess that I forgot to do anything about this because this is clearly a drone footage, it's not animated. Yeah, I'm sorry that I forgot, but well, it's just one shot. I don't think it's the end of the world. So let's see how I did that. I remember that I had to use YouTube tutorials to create those things. Let's go to okay, so this is the pre-comp. I use different layers and I name them, and I used CC Mr. Mercury to make the animation, and then basically I put a fill effects to color them, each of them. And that's how I made this. Oh, wait! I have the original scene as well. Wow, I have the original one here. I also have the original one. I didn't expect it to have it here. Here you can see that it was completely different, and I thought this scene was very cool, but again, it was realistically, not cartoony. Okay. Basically, I use some effect, some laser effect. I can't say where I got that from. I'm sorry, I can't. I really can't. It's a green screen thing, but I can't say where I got that. And I put lights for each one of the laser, so it can look more like a comet that is falling. That was the original scene, and this is the revised one. Yeah. Okay, let's go to the third video. The third video was Earth Structure. I almost forgot how it was called. Let's see if I can find. I remember that I had some difficulties with the rendering of this video. Let's see. It's still loading. Okay. The original is one of my favorite scenes in the series. I love the realism. Thank you. This is just as realistic as the hand in the original Pathfinder's video. Yes, I know that. Yeah, the Hyperborean video was... I basically remade it almost from scratch. It was insane. Yeah, Arcade and Geek is not online on Discord anymore, so he left us. Alright, so we have the Earth structure video. I love this video as well, honestly. I also love how I made the background. I use Lumetri color, so just see what a huge difference I made. See, it's very, very huge, the difference. Okay, sorry, I was thinking about other stuff. Let's see how I colored the image in the Lumetri color. So I changed the exposure, highlights, why, but I'm wondering why. Let's see. Oh, yeah, it looks better if it's more dark. But I know, look how much I changed from shadow tint, highlight tint, I changed on blue. If we remove it, oh, it's not that much of a difference. Interesting. So I use creative. I also used curves at the same time. I use more effects to make the color correction. I use some blue and possibly I put the red like that. So to create a more blue effect, I think. I also use color wheels. Yes, so I used everything. Okay, not besides this. I don't know how to use hue, saturation, luminance, secondary, but I use everything. I used color wheels, curves, and also creatives to create the blue filter, if I can call it like that. So if I remove all of them, it's looking normal. It's looking normal. Imagine if the project files were released publicly. The amount of solar tapes memes would be insane. So yes, I use creative. It put a little bit of blue curves. It made it even more blue, and then this, which made it even more blue, and then this, which made it even more blue. Yeah, I really love this. And those lines, I think I did them on the grid effect. I did it on After Effects and I rendered it as a PNG. I would like to believe that this was a color correction test. It kind of was like a experiment for me, since this was in the beginning of the series. Like, I made this in November last year. Not last year, 2021, because we are already in 2023. Wow, time flies very fast. So yeah, it's not even made last year, it's made 2 years ago technically. It's in 2021. Wow. Yeah, it's also the first video where I used the lens flare from Premiere Pro. I put a color mate here and I put a lens flare, I animated them. It's like those ones from After Effects but on Premiere. Yeah, I wanted to make it look beautifully. I made that on After Effects. Oh yeah, wait, there is a very interesting thing I need to show you on After Effects, how I did that on After Effects. So a very complicated 3D animation that I struggled a lot to make that on After Effects. No, I'm not talking about this. This is also very interesting scene, like how I made that transition, you know. But this scene is literally epic as fuck! So I need to show you how I did that on After Effects. So let's see other stuff, and I will return to that. Yeah, these are not very complicated stuff, just usual stuff. And yeah, we have the infamous reveal of the Theia guy. This is the first appearance of the Theia guy. This is not very complicated how I did that on After Effects. It's yeah, the lava is basically I used turbulent noise and some hue and saturation to make it yellow so it can look like lava, and then I put two lens flares to look like the Theia size, and that's it. And I also use the wave warp that I was talking about. So see, without the wave warp nothing happens, see? But when you put the wave warp effect and animate it like this, then it's like it's shaking like this, and I really like how I did that. It's really fun to see you, Finn, to see you super excited about your editing and rendering. Thank you. And basically this is like a screenshot because I wanted to make it look like the screen was frozen. And then some glitch effects. And this is a video where I struggled to render because I was stupid back then. A question, who is he, the one from the inner core? It's Theia. I literally just said it's Theia. The Theia guy that also appears in more videos. It also appears in this one. See, just think about it. It should be logic. It should make sense. Like, it's something that literally comes up from the center of the earth and destroys the entire planet. See, if this is the same guy, this is the same character from this. It's the same one. Like, it's the same one. Those images look like they came out of an early 2000 science book. I don't think that's a bad thing. Okay, and also I struggled rendering this because of the wave warp effect, because I don't know how to describe the problem, but basically the blur that was created from the shake effect kind of created some problems because I didn't know how to render it. I mean, it also doesn't look perfect, as you can see. See, the image is a little bit distorted. See, if you look very carefully, it looks a bit weird. I don't know if it's possible. See, I don't know why it does that. I don't think it's possible to fix that. And I also struggle because when I render this, wait, offline material is present in this export, and it will be, okay, can't I just render it? Okay, I can. When I render this video, I render it with the match source high bitrate preset because I was dumb back then. And because of this, basically this shake effect looked even worse than it already looks, to be honest, because it created some sort of interpolace lines. I don't know if that's how you called it. Let's see. Interface, I think. Yeah, interface lines. Basically, that. It created that. Yeah, basically, I had some problems with the interface, basically, because it wasn't rendered properly, because it was my third episode and I still didn't know how to properly render a video in Premiere Pro. And it basically, yeah, created some sort of lines in the blur, if it makes any sense. And I found out later that I had to just set it on high quality ATP, and the video will look just fine. And that's how I upload that on YouTube, with the video rendered in the high ATP, 1080p, what the fuck, in the 1080p. But I struggled but until I uploaded it, I struggled a lot because I didn't know how to use it, because I rendered it in the match source and I had problems with the interface. But I don't think interface is the term. I don't know the term that I'm looking for. Something like with the inters, something like that. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry if I'm confusing you with the fact that I'm not the best at English. So yeah, but now let's return to this shot, because because it's ingenious, like it's clip free. So I will go look after that. Yeah, Earth structure video. I really love the 3D animation that I did for this one, to be honest. I don't want to sound like a narcissist. Narcissistic. Oh my god, I can't pronounce some words. What is wrong with me? And I will need to take an English exam. I might take an English exam very soon, and I'm struggling to pronounce certain words. And to be honest, I'm struggling them only when I'm live on YouTube. When I'm at the English courses at my school, I don't have any problems speaking in English, and I also don't have any problems speaking English in general. Only when I'm only on YouTube, I don't know what's wrong with me, but only on YouTube I have problems with my English. I don't know if it's because I'm uncomfortable. It's clip free. The fact that After Effects hasn't updated its 3D animation rendering engine is real free estate for analog horror creators. It makes the 3D models look so old school, yeah. So I'll show you this. Let me drink some water a little bit. Alright. So this is the sequence. As you can see, it's very complicated. So the planets, how I made the planets, I think those are the planets. No. They are the stars. I use CC starburst to create the background with the stars. So this is Earth. And I see... Oh yeah, I did some very complicated stuff that I honestly can't explain because I use YouTube tutorials. For this. But yeah, it's... I use turbulent noise, hue and saturation, and brightness and contrast to create the texture of the early Earth that was a very hot place. And then some adjustment layers to basically do some certain things that I can't explain to them, I'm sorry. And I had to nest them, all of them. And I just put a CC sphere to make it 3D. See, I apply that and it looks 3D. Again, some brightness, and I rotate it, I animated rotation. And I did the same thing for Thea, I did the same things, see. It's just that it is just yellow, because Thea is yellow. But the most complicated thing from this was to animate the camera. That was a challenge for me, I struggled a lot to animate it like this. I mean, the explosion wasn't that big of a deal. See, it's just a effect. And yeah, I also use an optical flares. See, I had to. So yeah, it looks very good. And now about this camera, I had to animate the camera. So as you can see, first of all, I made the planets 3D. So you basically check here 3D. So I did this so basically I can put the camera effect to animate them. How does the camera work in this? It's honestly very complicated. So as you can see, I didn't put the 3D animation, the 3D thing on the background because I animated them 2D with a position keyframe, and that's it. And how I animated the camera is very complicated. So and I don't remember what I struggled a lot, but I animated them so I can create a 3D animation. So I animated the position and also the rotation. But I think I can see, yeah. What if I put this on camera 1? Oh no, I think on the top. So you can see how I animated them. I animated it to look like this, basically. That's how I animated it. So that's the camera and that's the motion. So that's basically the motion and that's the camera. And everything that is here is basically what the camera sees, if it makes any sense. And I rotated the camera like that. See? But I struggled a lot to perfect this. For someone just starting out, this is impressive. Thank you, but I have been using After Effects since 2016, so technically I wasn't a beginner for After Effects. Yes, I have been using Premiere Pro since I began to create solar tapes. That's true. But After Effects, I knew how to use these softwares. I started using this software since October 2016. Like, I already knew how to use this software already when I created solar tapes. It's just Premiere Pro that I didn't know, because before this channel I used Filmora to edit, and I wanted to switch on a more professional software. So yeah, I struggled a lot creating this animation, and this is how it turned out. It's very impressive. I'm still proud. I'm still proud about this, even to this day. And I also animated the planets, of course. I mean, the Earth, no, but only Theia, basically. And it took a long time to perfect it. I think it took me 2 days to create this. It took me a lot. Okay, that's it for Earth structure. I don't want to waste more time. Let's see if there is something interesting about the astrological prediction. But it's not really an interesting video. I mean, only the second half maybe it's more interesting, but the rest of it is just basic stuff. Okay, so let's go. Okay. Okay, we need to wait a little bit for this to load. How is the production on the newest Solar Tapes episode going on? It's going on very complicated. It's kind of complicated because of the voice acting problem. Bonus, how is his name? Bonus 1912 told me that on Tuesday, Monday, Tuesday, yes, 2 days, he will have time to finish all of his voice recordings, and for a scene, I unfortunately I had to recast the voice actors. It's going to be Arcadian Geek and me, basically. Originally, I wanted other people to voice for that scene, but I decided to recast the actors because I knew that they don't have time. So yeah, we are in total 5 voice actors. I mean, technically 4 if you don't include me. So, but if you include me, then we are 5. It's me, it's Arcadian Geek, it's Bonus, and another 2 friends from. Oh yeah. One of the voice actor is actually it's a voice actress, it's a girl, and it's from the Scouts. It's actually from the Scouts, yeah. I actually forgot to say that I hang out with a girl from the Scouts during the winter break, and I showed her solar tapes, and she was impressed, and she accepted to voice for the next episode. So we are also going to have a girl that is going to do a voice for the next video, and she's from the Scouts. And yeah, so yeah, I have two friends from Scouts who are interested in solar tapes. Yeah, so that's very cool. Alex interacts with women. I try to do that. I can't say that I'm the best at interacting with women. I have a lot of experience. I don't want to get into too personal stuff, but I have experience. But that doesn't mean I'm the best at interacting with the girls. I still need to learn more about it and to improve the way I interact with women. But let's not talk about that. Solar tape diversity. Oh wait, this sequence is actually not that bad. It's kind of interesting because I used this effect. I had to nest it for some reason. I don't know why. So I animated this here, and then I nested it so I can put an echo, which is not an audio effect. It's actually a video effect, and it basically creates some sort of delaying, as you can see. And I put it on maximum. If I change it, it's going to look different. See? It's actually a very interesting effect that it's also being often used in analog horror, especially Local 58 use this a lot. And I put the same echo effect for this as well. So yeah, that was actually an interesting effect that I could have that I showed you. This is nothing too interesting. It's just some turbulence displays and some turbulence noise from After Effects that I put here. Nothing too interesting. It really is like a visual echo. Yeah, that is what it is, a visual echo, not an audio one. It's a visual one. And this sequence, that is more interesting. So I put different images and I mask them. That's it. I just mask them. And did I change? Oh, I didn't change the blend mode. I changed the opacity. But if I delete them, you can see how they look originally. And I also put a black and white effect. Yeah, that's how they look like. You might have explained this already, but I was gone. Is the screen bulging or is it just me? I don't know what you're talking about, I'm sorry. You're talking about the stream or about something from the video? I hope the stream is going on okay, like, don't scare me, please. But no, I'm looking on the tablet and I think everything is okay. I think. So yeah. I was being more philosophical with this scene. You're talking about the stream or about this? The video you edited. It looks bomb, but I don't know I don't know what that means. I'm sorry. But I used some turbulent noise from After Effects that I rendered and put it here. I put VR digital glitch and pictures that I masked them to make them look like a circle. See, I masked them, and I also put turbulent displays. Alright, that's all for this. Hyperborean, I don't think there's anything too interesting to show you about that. I mean, technically the original version is interesting, but I don't think I have that anymore. Because basically I used the original project file from Hyperborean Pathfinders and I just deleted a lot from it, and yeah. Is this inspired by a Minerva Alliance? Yeah, it was a little bit. We are waiting for this to load. Okay, loaded. Yeah, I basically almost remade this video. Oh, I don't even have the file from whatever that was. Yeah, I made this a lot more different. Yeah, I put that, the panel, and the pictures over that. I use mask for like some sort of transition. This scene is the same one from the original version. I use mask for those transitions. And I also use some actual video transition apparently. Yeah, I had to nest this sequence, so oops. Because I wanted to make it look like it was zooming. So yeah, I had to nest it and put a mask over the nest video. So because if I remove that, it looks like this. But with a mask, it looks like it's zooming. Even though it's basically scaling, it gets bigger. Mask seems like the ultimate video editing lifesaver. It really is. I remember that the original episode had a voice reveal, but people criticized your accents, so you had to yes, that's what happened. Yeah, and I remade it. But I have more interesting things for After Effects in the original version of this. Okay, since I talk about Filmora, I want to say that the lights, the filters, those lights are actually Filmora effects. See, they are Filmora effects that I rendered from Filmora and put them in After Effects. They are from Wondershare Filmora, and I use them here. Okay, let's go to deductive simulation. I don't want to waste too much time. We need to wait for this to load. Okay, loaded. Let's see, I use a different VHS. I use poor tracking noise bar static for this one. For this animation, I think I used some few, yeah, let's see what I used. I use block dissolve to create like a glitch effect. Yeah, let's see what transition I use for that. Oh, a whip. I use a whip. Yeah, we have us. Okay, the text animation I did that on After Effects because you can't do that on Premiere Pro. You can do the type effect in Premiere Pro. You can do that only in Premiere. What text to speech did you use for that? I think it was done by the person that used to make music for my videos that he left me. I think it was made up by them. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it was made by them. Yeah, it was. It really was. Yeah, it was. I didn't make that. It was made by that person. Those animations I made them on After Effects. I did the same trick with the mask effect. It's a circle. If there are two circles, and I duplicated it and I put a mask to make those circles look like it's going into the hole, basically. This galaxy, I think it's a green screen that I found on the internet and I put it there. That again, something from the internet. Every shot from this was made on After Effects because of the text, because I couldn't make the text on Premiere Pro, unfortunately. I waste a lot of time typing those and creating the type animation on After Effects. I can't do that on Premiere Pro, which is very stupid. But the most interesting thing is this shot. Masks are such a lifesaver. Yeah, I will show you in After Effects. Clip 14, okay, it's clip 14 in After Effects. I will show you. It's actually, oh wait, I can also show you in 3D Builder, because that's a 3D model. I can show you. Oh, I can't find it. What? Oh, I can't find it. Oh, I think it's because it's basically 12. Yeah, it's clip 12. Ah, it's not 12. What the fuck? Okay, then what is this? Ah! Oh, it's 11. Sorry guys, it's 11. Okay. Let's wait for this to load. Yeah, who cares? It's fine. Yes. So I made a 3D model. This is made on 3D Builder, this thing. That's the light, and basically those two are that is basically the energy. I use CC particle word to create that effect. But I don't think it has the rotation animation, unfortunately. Yeah, it doesn't, I'm sorry. I can't show the animation, but I also can show you in 3D Builder. Hopefully I can find it. If I have it. I don't have it. That's funny. Why I don't have... Oh, wait, I have it. Sorry, I have it. This is it. Okay, let me remove this. Yeah, that's the 3D model. It's nothing complicated. I made that on 3D Builder, and the reason I have all of this is because I wanted to do that 3D animation, and basically I imported it on 3D viewer. See? And I did it so I can basically put in this 3D animation, and no, I didn't render this as a video because I can only export pictures, PNG pictures. I can only export pictures, and that's it. I can't render a video out from this. But what I did, I basically recorded this with OBS. Basically, I started recording on OBS with this animation. Then I put on After Effects, and I masked, and I chroma keyed. I masked so you can see 3D viewer. I chroma keyed so you can see the green cube, and that's it. Have you tried using Blender? Yes, I have tried, and I don't know. I can't. It's too complicated for my brain. I'm sorry. I considered it. I considered using Blender, but I can't. I'm not good at it. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm not a 3D model person. I am a video editing person, but not a 3D model one. I'm sorry. I wish I could have used Blender, but I don't know how to learn it. Even with YouTube tutorials, I can't. What's the next video? I can't remember. Oh yeah, this amazing video, which I don't think I have a reason to show. I think I can skip it. It's nothing interesting. It's like trash sanding. Yeah, I will skip this one. Not necessarily because I hate this video, but because there's nothing interesting to. Meteorological predictions. It's a good video. I can show you a lot of interesting behind the scene for this. Wartime safety is basically trash sanding. It's nothing new. And not only that, but I might skip some videos if they are not too interesting, because I don't want this to take forever. We have been live for 1 hour and 20 minutes. Okay, so this video, I use a different VHS effect. I think it looks good over this video. I really love this video because of the aesthetic that I used. I think it's very good. I kind of reuse some techniques from my past videos, like, you know, the eco. I reused eco, and for this I reuse the color correction that I did in the Earth structure video. Yeah, is it true? Yeah, I think it's true. No? No? Wait, what the fuck? Okay, I changed the whites. I didn't change that. Whoa! Oh, I applied fast color correction. I didn't apply Lumetri. I used fast color correction for this one. So yeah, it's not the same technique actually, but it looks different. It looks similar aesthetically with the air structure background. See, I use the same lines from the air structure, the same panel like from the Hyperborean Pathfinders episode, the same mask animations. What's fast color correction? Is a effect that it's from Premiere Pro. See, this is the original clip. I applied some Lumetri a little bit, brightness and fast color correction, and I can animate kind of the hue in a way. So let's make it like that. Let's make it pink. Let's see how it's going to look like, if it's going to load. But yeah, and you can animate them, the hue angle, balance gain, balance magnitude and angle. Alex, are you from North Carolina or is it I'm not from North Carolina, I'm from Romania. That's the reason why I'm not good at English, because I don't live in the United States, I live in Romania. See, now it looks pink. If I make it like that, let's see how it's going to look like. It's a random state I choose. I don't know why I choose North Carolina. It was random. See, now it looks like this. So that's what you can do with fast color correction. Change the hue. I did all of this, the most North Carolinian accent ever. Yeah, I have a North Carolinian accent. Maybe it wasn't a coincidence that I chose that state. I did all of these graphics on Photoshop. This as well. I use the same wipe transitions for them. Okay, the lining, best screen lining strikes. Yeah, it was an effect that I found on the internet and I put it on Ned. That's it, yeah. Yeah, here it glitches and I really love the aesthetics. Like, damn, I really love the aesthetics on this video. Alex, what were the clothes original color before you color corrected them? The clothes were white. I'm pretty sure they were white. I also photoshopped all of that, like the sun and I use Google Maps. I struggled a lot doing these graphics. I use Photoshop a lot and Google Maps as well. Yeah, the same turbulence effect I used. And I also love this sequence. That's so if you're wondering how I made some purple, nothing complicated. I use change to color from After Effects, and that's it. I literally use change to color and I made a purple sun. here I basically use a green screen of a beach, and I used again to change to color to basically make the sea red, become red. I use change to color from After Effects, and that's it. The moon is, of course, is not a real moon. I think it's obvious that it's not a real. That's not a moon. The real moon is a image I put there. I used 3D camera tracking from After Effects to put the moon there, and the same wave warp effect for this. Okay, let's see how this looked originally. This. See, it looked like a normal clouds background video. It looked like a regular clouds. See, clouds background video. It's something normal, nothing special. But it became something special when I applied all of the color correction, and I made it look like that. See, I really love the aesthetics. I think it's very cool. Shall we go to the next one? Salvation Exodus. Okay, let's see Celestial Exodus. It's from YouTube. I got them from YouTube. I'm pretty sure it's a video from YouTube. This video, it was different because it's already in space. This is basically the prequel for Collection 2. It's basically the prequel. Okay, so starting from this video, I made a huge difference. I started to use lens distortion, and now I'm using lens distortion for every single analog horror video. I didn't use lens distortion until I haven't used this lens distortion effect until this video. And basically I used a portion of the VHS glitch Vol 2 effect, and I duplicated for the entire video. The background, it's the circuit from After Effects. I can demonstrate it like right now. I can demonstrate you how to create that. CC circuit. Or it's without CC. I think it's this one. Yes, it's this one. See, it's there. It's that. I did all of that on After Effects. I animated all the spaceship. Unfortunately, I used a prop for the spaceship. I didn't use 3D models. I used a toy, a Star Wars toy. But I will never use them ever again. I will just use 3D models that I download from Sketchfab. So I don't need to use toys anymore. If you want, I can put future solar tapes videos onto actual VHS tapes and send you the digitalized solar tapes episodes. You can do that, I think, yeah. I mean, yeah, I can make a solar tapes video, and like you can basically make a VHS tape from it if you want. I love the editing on this video. It has such a great quality. Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, I struggled to make the Earth because the Earth was kind of burned at this point. I have a VHS conversion service. That's cool, yeah, you can. But what do you mean by the digitalized solar tapes episodes? Like, I don't know what you mean by that, because the videos that I made technically are digital already, because it's not real analog. Like, this is not real analog. It's a video that I made to make it look like it's a analog VHS, but it's not. It's just a simulation. It's with the effects that make it look like it's one. And yes, if you want, you can download my solar tapes videos and you can put them on actual tapes. And yeah, you can do that. I'm not stopping you from doing that. Yeah, I just did all of that. I mean, I put a VHS tape onto the computer. Oh, I got it. Okay, yeah. Just don't sell it. But I think you have common sense. Don't because you can sell it. Yeah. I convert to VHS and then I put the text contents onto the computer. Yes, yeah, do that. That's cool. I struggled a lot to make the Earth look like it's destroyed in this video. I did that on After Effects, of course. The continents are kind of destroyed a little bit because of the water, of the ocean, of the rise of the oceans due to the climate change. And I did that too. I think I just use some blue solid on After Effects and I masked it to look like that, to look like it's destroyed. Oh wait, and there is also this interesting animation from a preset from Premiere. Yes, I know. Don't worry, I was joking. I know you won't sell the tapes. I know you are not stupid enough to do that. It's fine. I was kidding. I was teasing you. This file, I think is from AI for that. I use another preset. I use normal smooth motion for the camera motion. I use that. I use some fast color corrector to look like it was being recorded from like a satellite or something. With a little bit of a blue thing. When solar tapes ends, you should make a fan-made continuation to Aiden Chick's Rocket Records. I don't know. Technically, solar tapes is already the replacement of the Rocket Records if you think about it. It is. What I'm doing was being inspired by Rocket Records. And also, I don't know if I want to make something that's not original. Like, I don't know if I want to make something that was originally created by someone else. Like, I enjoy more doing my own things, my own original things. And also, I don't know if I want to make analog horror forever. Like I'm at some point I might start doing other projects that might not be analog horror, but yeah, we will see how this what's going to happen with this channel in the future. I don't know, but I hope I will keep going, making videos for a very long time. Not necessarily solar tapes, but videos in general, maybe other projects that might not be analog horror, but we will see. I can't say anything. The sun monster at the end is actually Tia. Technically, but the Tia actually, it's not Tia, it's Tia. He has its backstory that I wrote for him. I don't think it coincides with Aiden's original plans for Rocket Records. I wish you luck, thank you. Yeah, this is Celestial Exodus. I hope you continue making videos. Yeah, I will continue. Thank you. I will show you this on After Effects. The Thea Exodus. It's what clip is it? It's clip 10. I'm drinking a little bit of water again. I have a little bit of a sore throat because I have been speaking for way too long. Okay, how I did this, it was very difficult to make this, to be honest. I don't think I can explain it everything. I can't explain everything. So change to color, I don't know for what I use that. Oh, it's this is the background. Yeah, this is the head. Basically, I had to duplicate them basically to create a glow effect. But I don't know what are. Oh yeah, each of them are. Yeah, it's very complicated how I did this. But I used the puppet effect to animate the legs, the arms. I used puppet. See, yeah, I use puppet. Yeah, this is also a sequence that I struggled a lot. It's very complicated. See, I did a lot of animations, keyframes, I mean. And basically I put two of the same thing. So we can have like a glowing effect. So one is normal and one is a duplicated version that is put on 50 opacity. And yeah. And for the heads, I think I didn't use puppet, I used mask, and I randomly animated it with the mask path. Yeah. What's the next stream going to be about? Maybe I will do an editing stream for the next video, but it really depends if I will do that. I don't promise if I will do an editing stream, just maybe, because this is not an editing stream. This is a behind the scene, not editing. Maybe I will, but I don't promise anything. If not, then I don't know. I will think about it. Maybe, I don't know. I don't want to do auto reactions, so it won't get boring. I will think of something. I will definitely think about something. I don't know. Yeah, and at the end, I put you know, turbulent noise to make it like the earth got destroyed. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's risky because of the spoilers, so that's why I'm hesitant about it. That's why I'm thinking to not do it due to the possibility of ruining it with spoilers. So yeah, maybe I won't. But if I will do an editing stream, I won't show you editing on Premiere Pro because of potential spoilers. I will basically edit something on After Effects, if it makes any sense. So it's not that spoily. It would, especially since Alex accidentally leaked the title. Yeah, I know. But the good news is that not a lot of people are on this stream. So paradoxically, it's a good thing that not many people are not on this stream because of the of the leak. So yeah, it's a bad thing that there are not many people on this stream, but paradoxically it's better that there are not many, so not a lot of people got spoiled by that. You know, I'm tired right now, like I'm legitimately very tired. I came back home, I rushed to eat something as fast as possible, and then I put on my computer and rushed to starting the stream, and I started it in a very embarrassing way by spoiling and shit like that. Are you going to censor the title after the stream ends? I don't know. Can I do that? Can I actually do that? I would if I can. I would. What's this? I don't even know. Yeah, it's very loading, but you can say you are surprised considering how massive this project is. Yeah, with YouTube, the YouTube editor, I think, yeah. But don't really know how to use that. Yeah, I made the Earth become like that, become completely destroyed at this point with that, and lights. And I put an insane glitch effect, glitch transition, thing very insane. An offset that I use adjustment layer for the offset, yeah. And an intense glitch footage. And a lot of sound effects. Alright, let's get to the final episode of Collection 1. And the most unique episode. It's the most unique video I ever made. And the only reason I was capable of making this episode was due to my friend that kind of left me, that also made music for my videos. Okay, because of that person, yes. Because that person also animated the main character from the video game. He made the animation and the 8-bit drawing. Yes, he made not the entire art. No, not the entire art for the game. He only made like the character, the main character. That's it. That was made by him. The sprite and also the sprite animation was made by him. But this was, I think, something that I found on the internet. The rocket was something found from the internet. And it's very interesting how I made this. This is again something random from the internet. That's water from the original Super Mario Bros. Video game. This is the background forest from the 8-bit background forest from Super Mario Maker 2. So this is from Mario Maker 2. And I created the background on the Photoshop. And I animated it. See, it's very hard. I use a lot of keyframes. This is the most keyframed video ever. It would have been easier to create an actual game. I can't create an actual game. I can't. Yeah, and I would just record it, of course. But I don't know how to do that, and I just stick to keyframes. So basically an image with the characters staying, and then him walking, and then him staying again. Then this appears, and the text box appears. Then he walks again, and then he jumps. It took me a lot of time. I also use Ultra Key. See, I use Ultra Key for the animation. And a lot of even some masking things. And keyframes. Yeah, I waste a lot of time doing this. Yeah, you can create basic video games. Good for you. I can do that. I really can't. Okay, I also used analog. Okay, not that. Yeah, I basically use Venetian's blinds. See, okay. Basically, it's a black screen, and I put Venetian blinds, and it kind of creates some sort of animation. Not animation, like black lines over the video. It kind of looks like those ones from the FNAF the mini games from FNAF, if you know what I'm talking about. But I think you know. See the black lines, those. I use them to basically make it more to look more like a 8-bit video game. Oh, and I also animated the camera, like the screen, with using the nested sequence. Yeah. And animating the screen to move along with the character was a struggle, and for me, and it definitely didn't turn out perfectly. I mean, it's close to be realistically, but it's not perfect either. Now, all of this I draw them on Photoshop. The background is the one from Super Mario Maker 2, but how do I call that in English? Because I'm so stupid. I'm so stupid. Oh, branches. The branches. I'm so embarrassing right now. I basically draw all of this on Photoshop. The branches. I draw them. And of course I animated all of this entire thing. And then I nested it so I can keyframe the screen motion. And of course it didn't turn out perfect. But I mean, it's close. I tried. The fire effect, if I'm not mistaken, I made that on Photoshop, and I used the animation from Photoshop, and I animated that frame by frame. So I literally draw that 8-bit fire sprite, and I animated it with the animation from Adobe Photoshop, and I recorded the animation using OBS, because I could not render it to look like that, to look good. So yeah, the fire animation is the sprite and the fire animation is also made by me, not by that person. It was made by me. The music was made by that person. Yeah, the 8-bit music was made by that person, of course. So yeah, the fire was made by me. Also, those platforms, I also draw them on Adobe Photoshop, and I got inspired from the platform from Donkey Kong, the original Donkey Kong game, and I made them on Photoshop. The asteroids is something I found over the internet. I really love this scene. It's really cool, and I enjoyed keyframing it, even if it was very hard. And all of this, the Thea thing is I made that on After Effects, and I think, yeah, I made it on After Effects. I used the mosaic from After Effects to make it look pixelated. And yeah. Okay, let's go to the first episode of Collection 2. I can't wait to get this over with. My throat hurts a lot. Oh, okay. Or Journey Beyond. I'm so tired. Right now, I would go and take a bath and relax. Not doing this, I'm very tired. What's next? First episode of Collection 2. We have 3 episodes left, and that's it. I can't wait to get this over with. No, I don't want to make a part 2 of this shit. Like, really, I just want to finish this, and that's it, and get this over. I don't want to continue later. And besides, we have 3 videos left. It's not that big of a deal. It's not that big. Trust me. It's okay. We have collection 2, the first episode. Okay. That animation, I did that on After Effects. How I did that, it's basically the same as the grid lines that I use that I also use in the meteorological predictions and earth structure, except I made them 3D. I will relax after this. Trust me, I will relax after this. But thank you guys for caring about me as a person. That means a lot. Trust me. I will show you some After Effects things. Let's see what I could. Yeah, it's 9:25 p.m. where I live. Yeah, it's the same 3D animations, the planets, the same 3D animations. But you know, I used After Effects a lot. I will show you something on After Effects. Let's just see what I should show you. Something interesting. Maybe this. Oh, the transition. Okay, so I use the same lens flare from Earth Structure, you know. And the transition, the animation is on. I did it on After Effects. And I put a lot of effort to synchronize it. Because it's not on Premiere, it's on After Effects and it's from different shots. Oh yeah, I could show you this one. Yeah, this one maybe. I'll show you on After Effects because it's more interesting. Oh, you have something very cool right here. Teya. Yeah, it's this. I use the same animation from Celestial Exodus. Nothing new. The same thing over again. It turns purple. A reference to deductive simulation. And I will also show you guys this shot because it's very interesting. Okay, so first of all we have clip 7 that I want to show. Okay, let's go to clip 7. Oops. Or journey beyond clip 7. Okay, I have something decent here. Man, whoa, this stream has been going on for 2 hours. That's insane. So okay, let's downgrade the quality so I don't have problems. That's the background. I think it's the same one from astrology video. What's this? Oh, that's the thing, yeah. Yeah, and this is the grid. As you can see, it's 3D. They animated it alongside with the planets. What are the planets in this? It's a spaceship. Oh, that's the... okay. Okay, that's the planet, you know, the same thing with sphere. And I animated it alongside the grid thing. Turbulent noise planets, yeah. But this is not turbulent noise planets. I use Venus texture, see? Okay. Change it to full. I hope it won't crash. Okay, see? I use an actual Venus texture map. Venus map texture, something like that, and I put the sphere to look like an actual planet. And I animated all of this. Also Mars I animated alongside to look it beautiful. And I struggled to make the space distortion appear. Let's see how I did it. Yeah, it's the same thing, space, and it has a white solid that I set the blending mode on difference, and I just animated it. Oh yeah, animated with the mask effect, so it looks like that white filter comes from right to left. See, and it looks like it's distorting the space itself. And I did the same for Mars, basically. No? Ah, this one. Yeah, I also did for this. And I keyframe the mask, I think. Yeah, the mask. Alongside the space distortion thing. If I delete that, what happens? Nothing. Yeah. But yeah. Oh yeah, a mask for the planet. Yeah, I use a mask for the planet itself, so it only distorts the planet. So it makes only the planet turn gray, and a mask for the gray thing, basically. Yeah, and it becomes like that. Yeah, that's it for this shot, and I want to also show you the final shot, because this one is also very cool. It's clip 11. There are 2 watchings left. Please say who is here. My analog core videos aren't as complicated as this, so I'm just learning many of these concepts from this stream. Wow! That's amazing. I can't find it. Oh, I can't find it. I think I don't have that. I don't think I have that. Wait, I really don't have our journey beyond clip 11. I think I don't. If I don't, then yeah, I'm sorry. I saved the project file? I think I didn't. Oh wait, I'm the autosave folder. What the fuck, I'm in the autosave folder. Let's see now. Nothing, yeah, I can't. Apparently I don't have it. Yeah, I don't have that, I'm sorry. I don't have the project file from this, unfortunately. But it's kind of similar with the other shot I showed you. I mean, it is like... It's just that it is an actual realistic shot. I made it look realistic. Okay, let's go to Venusian. The Venusian video. The second to the left. What the fuck? Ah, wait. Yeah, yeah. This is one of the most complicated videos I ever made. I don't know why I had to make such a hard video. I don't even know if I can even present everything from this video. Every behind the scene, I can't. Alright, so let's see. Those things, they are from Sketchfab. Those graphics I created them on Photoshop. One watching live, that's amazing. Try day 2. The background is something from the internet. You see, the spaceships, they are not toys anymore, they are 3D models downloaded from Sketchfab. And I created all of this on After Effects. I struggled a lot making this. Yeah, I just made all of these. All of these are made on After Effects using keyframes, and that's it. Oh, and this I used Pexels. I use Pexels, a website called Pexels, and for those footage. That's the same thing I showed you with the Theia thing. Yeah, nothing new here. The same things over again. The arms, the Theia's arms, the same thing. Nothing new. But I can show you on After Effects this sequence. Okay, one watching left. That's sad. I know it, but I mean it's late anyway. And I started this stream very late. Yeah. Not the best stream ever. I think my second stream was the best one so far. I'm sorry. But I also need some social life to go outside and do some crazy stuff. So yeah. How did you make the robust bop up and down? Huh. I don't know what robots now. I don't know. The project file. No, I don't think I have it anymore. Like, that's insane. I think this was the best your reaction to when the upcoming episode was leaked. It's priceless. Let's see if it's this one. Because I can't find it anymore. Okay, it's not clip 1. Is it clip 2? Maybe it's clip 2. Who knows? Just load. No, why? Where is that shot? I don't have it anymore. And it was a cool shot. Why I don't have it? Yeah, I don't think I have it anymore. Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, I really don't. I really don't. Okay, we are going to the last video, to Martian, the Martian dilemma, because I don't have the project file for that shot. Okay. So we are going to the final video, and we will wrap this up. Okay, please load faster so we can get over with this. All right, it loaded. Okay, nothing interesting here. The same thing over again with the grid effect from After Effects, nothing new. I also, something interesting, I also used it in the astrological video. I used Alpha Glow for this one. I think it looks cool with the Alpha Glow. I also use some effect that I kind of regret using it. It's another plugin, brightness and contrast lightning it's a plugin. The reason I kind of regret it is because it makes the video more pixelated, I think. I'm pretty sure this is what makes this entire video pixelated. Even though it's an 80p video, this makes the video pixelated. The lightning from the brightness from the plugin makes, I'm pretty sure it's that. Because this video is more pixelated than the rest, and I don't know really why, but I feel it's because of the plugin that I used that made it more pixelated. But they are still pixels for some reasons, and I don't think it can be from the VHS, because I also use them on after videos and they are not looking as pixelated as this. I don't know. The pixelation is quite nostalgic. Yeah, it kind of is. It kind of is, considering it's analog horror, it's analog, but I really didn't want that. This shot I made it on After Effects. I had to mask their part so I can animate those robots in between those two images. That is something on After Effects. I put it. I put that. This effect I made with a particle effect from After Effects. I showed it for the deductive simulation in the scene with the energy. It's the same thing. This is a shot that I filmed with my camera, and I just put some light and a lot of color correction to make it darker. A picture with a Mars that I found on Google, and I animated those two shots on After Effects with the same plugin, I think. No, the 3D the camera movement, I made that on After Effects using 3D camera tracking, actually. Yeah, this shot is interesting. I basically animated that. It's the same thing with the turbulent noise, and I had to animate it frame by frame to make it look like it's staying there. I could not 3D camera track this shot because it's impossible, because it moves too much. But I basically animated it manually to make it look like it's staying there. Here I think I used fast, I used fast color correction, and I keyframe it to make it become green. For this shot, the same thing. I had to manually keyframe that thing, and the light is also manually keyframed. I made that on Photoshop. Oh yeah, this shot is very interesting. I did this on After Effects. The radio thing is on After Effects. I could show you. Okay, I could show you this one and the war scene. So if this one and this one I can show you on After Effects. And after this we will wrap this trim up. I will show you immediately the music. Yeah, it's from Corp. Give me some time, please, for that. Oh, no, I can't show you this one. This is actually from my next video. I can't show it. Okay, I found it finally. Fuck. So the audio, I voiced it on, I don't even know. On Audio Modifier, yes, I recorded this on this software called Audio Modifier. I can voice something, and I can even put some audio effects and then save it in my computer, and I put this on After Effects. And about the radio, I put audio spectrum. I parent it to the audio one thing, see, so we can move alongside the audio. I choose analog lights because it's analog horror. And on Premiere Pro, I use the low pass and a little bit of pitch, but more low pass to to make the audio more distorted with a low pass audio effect. And now let's get to the final shot. Why you can't see the screen? I thought you can. Why not? You didn't see this? I hope you've seen what I explained here. You know, this, and I put... Okay, right now is not what for me. Like for me, it's on not. It's at the starting soon. Why? Because it's not. Because it's really not where I'm looking here. It's not. That's weird. We should not do that. Maybe I accidentally let it on starting soon for a while, but now it's not. For me, it's not anymore. Yeah, let me check the stream here. Oh yeah, I think I forgot to turn it. YouTube bug. Okay. Thank you. Okay, it was YouTube bug. Okay, but yeah, black solid audio spectrum parented to the audio file, and that's it. And now I want to go to the final shot. And now I'm on the starting scene. So right now I am on the starting scene. So now I am. I'm actually am. There are so many Alexis speaking. What are you talking about? Don't scare me, please. Okay, this shot. Oh no, not from autosave. You forgot to mute the video on your computer. I can't hear anything. Okay, I can put the desktop audio. Yeah, that makes sense, but you know, it doesn't make any sense because it's on pause. And I put the desktop audio on mute, because why not? So you should hear only me and that's it and nothing else. That really should not happen. Like right now you should hear only me and that's it, nothing else. So is the audio good now? Like it looks good here on OBS for me. Maybe it's another YouTube bug because yeah, you can check the stream. Oh my god. I don't know what I can do. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, I check it from my stream. Exactly, was it was your problem because I checked it and it's not echoing. It's not think it's echoing. It was good. Okay, this shot. This was a very complicated shot. Let's see what you have. Some skies, some Mars image. Yeah, a copy of the stream running. Yeah, that makes sense. I have this Mars image. I think it's the same thing duplicated. And I also put this, which is from the different picture. It's also a Mars picture. I use a little bit of change to color to make it look better for this context. I wanted to put those things, those rocks, and blur the background to make it look like it's far, this shot was filmed like on a mountain far away from the war, basically. So that's how I imagine this. You know, I can show the colonies. I made them red because they burned, and I put fire because they burned. I animated the lights. I didn't keyframe with this. I actually keyframe with position, and then put an explosion at the end. And I repeat the same thing. Another no rocket, a spaceship. Nothing special. It throws a bomb. It explodes. And I put a lot of explosions. Thank you. Yeah, and Thea appears at the very end. The same thing, turbulent noise. He takes over the atmosphere of Mars. Yeah, and yeah, that's it. Alright, that's it for what I wanted to present to you guys. Alright, so let's discuss a little bit, not too much because I'm tired already. So, what are your thoughts for this stream, guys? What do you think about this stream? Some opinions, and we will wrap this up. It's almost 10 p.m. Yeah, it's 9:57 p.m. So 3 minutes later it will be 10 p.m. Thank you, Alex. This was fun. Yeah, and thank you for joining this stream. You learn a bunch of new stuff. I'm glad that I managed to teach you something new. Maybe you can use it for your projects, for your event recreation. Maybe you can use it at some point. Some stuff that I showed here. Yeah. Regarding the next episode, I think maybe it will be done in 2 weeks. I think you should not do things if you are tired and you can reschedule it. I hope to be able to drop in again next time. Yeah, I hope that I will never repeat this same mistake again. I didn't anticipate to return from the scout activity that late. Yeah. But yeah, I had a lot of fun outside, so I'm glad about that part. So yeah, now about the next episode, I hope to get it done in 2 weeks. Yeah, I know it's a lot, but I hope to get it done. I hope to finish the scene with a lot of voice acting in like basically in a week. Hopefully this bonus guy will actually finish them. He told me that he will do them on Tuesday, so I hope he will do them on Tuesday. If he does them on Tuesday, then in a week or maybe not, or maybe in a less than a week, I will be able to finish the scene with a lot of dialogue. Maybe in a few days I will be able to do that. Considering that Monday and Tuesday I won't go to school, we have a short break because of national holidays and stuff like that. What are the voices for? I can't answer that question. There are some characters in the next episodes. Some characters will actually appear, but I don't want to say how they will appear, and you will see. You will see. And after that scene with a lot of dialogue, there will be a scene that's also going to be complicated to make. It's also going to have some dialogue, not that much dialogue, but it's going to have some dialogue, but it's going to have a lot of effects, a lot of animation, even a little bit of 3D animation potentially. So yeah. So maybe in 2 weeks I will finish it. The problem is that I will also need to after a week, in a week I will need to film some sort of short film, like a short movie, with some friends at my church for some festival, and I talked to the person that managed the thing, and I basically asked for permission to let me film and edit the video. So basically in a week I will also need to edit that video as well, not just the next Solar Tapes episode, so that will be a little bit problematic, but it's not going to be that much of a hassle because that video, I'm pretty sure, is not going to be something long and hard to edit. I think it's going to be something short and fun to edit, something that I will edit it in a day or two. I hope. I don't think it's going to take too much from my time. So yeah, I think I will end the stream. I don't think there's anything I can add anymore. But I'm still waiting to see if you guys have something to say, and I will finish this. Have a good day. You too. In my case, have a good night to me. Yeah, I will just finish this. Yeah, thank you everyone for joining this stream. hopefully the next stream will be better. Hopefully I won't be in a rush like today. Yeah. Good night. I mean, in my case, in your case, have a good day if it's still daytime. Yeah. Yeah, it's 10 p.m. in Romania.